is when I go through this, this right here is what gets me excited because it doesn't matter if you want to stay a company driver forever. Great, the ambassador program's for you. It can help you more money, right? If eventually, great, let the very ambassador program money in your pocket. Put that down payment down. Get to where you want to be. This is you decide. You tell us how much you want to make, and let us figure out the plan, what you need to do to get there. I've hit on this a little bit already, but if you want to make more money but don't want to buy and maintain that truck, we can help you. How is it possible that Variant can afford to pay a company driver over $100,000? We've done it. We did it last year through this program. Multiple people actually earned over $100,000 last year. And ambassadors, and that number is going to be even more this year, which is super exciting. Well, it's possible because of, let's see, we have created a way where you can be paid on more than just your own miles. So again, what if I told you you could drive 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 miles a week, but be paid on 10,000 miles a week? So 7,500 of those miles aren't yours, right? Now, it's a different rate, right? But what would have to happen, even if we gave you a Tesla truck, you're not going to be able to get 10,000 miles in a week, right? It's just the truth. If we took the governors off the trucks, you still wouldn't be able to get 10,000 miles a week. Because with this program, you're able to leverage other people, build a squad, build a team, and get a little sliver of CPM off of those people. So what do I mean by that? Well, let's keep diving into it. At Variant, if you have 2 years experience, we pay those drivers 60 cents per mile. So let's just say, quick math, you're 2,500 miles a week, 60 cents per mile. That comes out to be about $78,000 per year. And you guys are in high demand. You know this better than I do. You guys are in high demand, and there are companies that are willing to throw out signing bonuses if you'll just come over and drive for them. And that can be tempting, right? That can be super tempting. And so, maybe you throw on a couple extra $1,000 if you switch companies in a year. But is $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 over a year, is that life-changing money? Probably not, right? Probably not. Is it nice? For sure. Don't get me wrong, but it's not life-changing money. Now, the beauty of that's without an ambassador program, right? And also, if you're switching company to company, who knows if you're going to be able to get the miles they say you get. And we all know that recruiters tend to maybe inflate or lead you astray a little bit, overpromise, underdeliver, so on and so forth. So, it's unfortunate that that's the way the industry is. But again, this ambassador program is changing the game. And here's what I mean by that.
You're welcome.
With Variant, you can get your 60 cents a mile, average your 2,500 miles a week, but you can also build a squad. And what that is you're saying, I'm going to partner with Variant for the long haul. We're a startup. We've got problems, and we're working through those problems. We're trying to get better every single day and make this the best home for a driver. But by building a squad, you do have an opportunity to make life-changing money, right? We're talking, an extra 25,000 a year, 50,000 a year, 100,000 a year. Like, we can do that through the Variant Ambassador program. We have drivers that have doubled their income because of this program, right? There is no cap, there's no limits. And what I love most is there's no risk, right? There's no risk. You don't have to throw down, a large amount of money to down payment and get locked into a payment for, 5, 6, 7, 8 years for your truck. It's free, right? What it costs is your time, your effort, your willingness to maybe step outside of your comfort zone. And you can grow this team you build, what we call a squad, by bringing drivers into Variant. Share your experience. Be honest. We know that your word is worth more than any recruiter's word, right? Your experience and being able to shoot people straight, right, you're trustworthy. Recruiters are less trustworthy, right? And of course, we want to make sure we're being totally honest in everything, but it's just the truth. Drivers trust drivers more than drivers trust recruiters. So you getting out there, sharing your Variant experience with other drivers, bringing them onto the team, and we're going to pay you for that. We're going to compensate you for that. We have bonuses out there where you get, right now, you're getting a $2,000 bonus when you bring on a new driver. And beyond that, we pay you 2 cents a mile for every mile that they drive. Okay. And that's where this can add up quickly. You control when you get a raise, right? And we're never going to say you're making too much. So the way this works is when you build a squad, let's say I recruit Jane. Jane would be my level 1. She's my personal recruit. I'm going to get 2 cents a mile for every mile that she drives, loaded or unloaded. I'm getting 2 cents a mile every mile she drives. Now, Jane comes on. She wants to build her own squad. She wants to build her own team, and she wants to get those same benefits. When Jane goes out and recruits somebody, let's say Jane recruits Tim. Tim's going to be my level 2. I'm going to get 0.5 cent per mile for every mile that Tim drives. Let's say Tim wants to become an ambassador and Tim wants to build his own squad. He goes out and gets somebody. I'm going to get 0.5 cent per mile on that person. And that person does the same thing. I'm going to get 0.5 cent per mile on that person. You see how this expands very quickly. And there's no limit here. I mean, we're going down 8 levels. You could have 10 people in your squad. You could have 2 people in your squad. You could have 100 people in your squad. Heck, I don't know how long it'll take. I don't know if it'll take 3 years or 5 or 7 years, but one day I hope we have an ambassador that has 1,000 people in their squad, because they'll be getting paid on all the miles that those drivers drive, and the compensation will be significant. I'm super excited for when that day comes. It's going to happen. It's going to take a lot of work, but we're in our infancy. We are just barely rolled this out. It's live now, and it's super exciting to see how much money people are making through this multi-level pay program. So pretty cool, pretty exciting. So really, it comes down to this: would you rather be paid on 1%? Oh, that's a typo there. I'm sorry. I need to fix that. Would you rather be paid on 100% of your own efforts, or 1% of 100 people's efforts? Okay, let me say that again. Would you rather be paid on 100% of your own efforts, or 1% of 100 people's efforts? Right? Which is better? Obviously, getting paid on 1% of 100 people's efforts is way better. Now, what if it was 1% of 200 people's efforts? Okay, now you're at double what you could do yourself, right? And what if it's 300 people? Now you're at triple what you could do yourself, right? See how this works. So it's powerful. It is very powerful. Here's just a simple example of what this can look like. So let's say you've got your personal miles, and then you get 4 squad members. And I'm just using the example of 2,500 miles here for easy math. Those 4 people that you get into your squad, that's 10,000 miles a week, plus your own 2,500. You're looking at $1,700 per week. Not bad, right? Not bad at all. Plus the referral bonus that we have on top of that. Now, when those people go out and start building their own squad, let's say those 4 go get 4. Now you're being paid on 52,500 miles, and only 2,500 of them are yours. Okay, this adds up fast. Now, because those 16, they're on your level 2. Now, if you remember what we just talked about, that's half a cent per mile on 40,000 miles. It adds up quickly. That's $1,900 per week. All right. And even going just a little bit further. So you get 4, they get 4, and they get 4. Now you're being paid on over 200,000 miles every single week. Okay, that's $2,700 a week. That's about $150,000 annually. That's powerful.
Sheesh.
Right? And I've only gone down 3 levels here. We're going down
15
8
squad members.
Guys, this is extremely powerful when you really wrap your head around
they got in their squad, but
you really take it seriously. You should lose sleep at night because it's exciting. And this is a game changer in trucking. Nobody else in this industry is doing
I need to get my squad members and get some members.
It's new. When you talk to somebody about this,
to get some folks,
they're not going to know about it, right?
Jeez.
This is totally new. And it's, again, the beauty of it is it costs nothing, right? It's just effort, time. And maybe, getting out of your comfort zone if you're uncomfortable talking to people. And really this is called leverage. When you're able to get just a sliver off of a lot of people, it's called leverage. And why does a CEO make so much money? Right? Why does a CEO make so much money? It's because hundreds of other people, all the employees, are working for them, helping that CEO make more money. Okay? You are the CEO of your squad.
You can be an ambassador now, Cameron.
You're really running a side hustle, like a little side business, right? By taking on some of this recruiting responsibility and helping your squad grow their own squad. It's has nothing to do. I mean, obviously it's trucking, but recruiting has nothing to do with being a truck driver, right? So it's different. It's totally different. And the more success you help other people have, the more successful you will be, right? I love that about this. You can't do this alone, right? It's about helping. It's about helping drivers find what's hopefully or is on its way to being the best home for a driver.
Oh, okay. I don't know if they changed the rules
in not coming to variant, but also helping them get what they want.
Said. That's probably the most up-to-date
by building a squad, so they can
learn
achieve
about
their
the company
goals as well. If you go into this with the mentality of me, then it's going to be limited in what you can achieve.
But I can help
you. The sky's
you.
the limit when you're willing to help.
You got 6 months to think about how you're going to make
I wanted to bring on a special guest, one of our drivers
and
top ambassadors, QueenJoJon Harris. QueenJoJon, let me allow you to, get you unmuted here. I just wanted to, you kind of expect me to say good things about the ambassador program and about Variant, but QueenJoJon is a driver, she is an ambassador, and she's a great ambassador. I wanted to bring her on and just have her share a little bit about maybe her experience as an ambassador, why she's, what she's been able to do because she's been an ambassador, and whatever else she wanted to share with the group. So, QueenJoJon, are you there?
I am here. How do you turn on the video? Can you guys see me, or you could just hear me?
They can just hear you.
Okay. How are you guys? What do you want me to talk about?
Well, maybe okay. I remember, maybe 9 months ago, you were struggling, you were frustrated with being an ambassador, right? This was hard, and then suddenly you've exploded. You're killing it. You just bought a house. That's exciting.
Thanks to Variant.
So, what, I don't know, what would you say about the ambassador program when talking to another driver?
Well, in order to understand the ambassador program, you have to understand Variant as a company, because you can't explain how the ambassador program can help you unless you understand how Variant is as a company. So I say that to say, like, we're different. This company is totally different than any company I've ever been at. And I like to say that I tell drivers when I'm talking to them, if you want to just run, get your miles, you want somebody to tell you how to do your job and where to go and how to do it, you can possibly get that here. But if you want to run hard and when you go home make money, and when you're running you have a support staff, I call them my personal assistants, OPS. If you want to be a self-starter and run your own ship, then this is the best company for that. And the reason why I say that is because we don't have people that are calling us all day asking us, where are you at, where are you going, what are you doing, and when are you going to be there. We don't have you know planners planning loads on their favorite drivers, because they pull in a lot of miles per week. And we're a family. We have a culture of inclusivity, and then they let you just run your own ship. So how I usually deal with my personal assistants, OPS, is I call in and I tell them what I need and what I need them to do for me. I don't call in and ask them or say, hey, I'm at the shipper and I can't get this or that, or I need this or that. What do you do? What do you think I should do? I call and say, hey, I need this and this is what I think we should do. We work as a team. I had a situation where I needed to go home, and when I got to the shipper, there was no trailers, and I couldn't get home on time because of looking for a trailer. And they were like, no problem, we got you, and they had my back, and we came up together with a solution on how I can get home. I said, okay, maybe if I can't find the trailer, then I think the next step would be for us to either fly me home or I'll just drive home on bobtail. And they was like, okay, we can do that. So I didn't ask. I didn't go in and say, hey, how can this happen? How can I do this? How can I do that? We work as a team to get things done. And they are very supportive, and they help us be successful. So then when I'm talking to drivers about Variant and the ambassador program, they're like, wow, because they feel my passion. They understand how passionate I am about this company, and they see the difference between this company and other companies. You have company A, who has fleet managers and dispatchers. You have Variant, who doesn't have fleet managers and dispatchers. You have company A, who skims you on miles depending on the week or the day or the attitude of the dispatcher or the fleet manager. You have Variant, who has automated system that will route you on your loads based on your hours of service and where you are geographically. You have company A, who you get referral bonuses if you recruit a driver. You have Variant, where you get referral bonuses and miles, or cents per mile for every mile that your drivers drive. Company A, you just recruit. Company B, you build a squad. I mean, Variant, you build a squad. So when you explain how good Variant is, you have to believe it. You personally have to believe that Variant is the best company. And it's not hard. It speaks for itself. It's so not hard to recruit at all. It just speaks for itself. I just tell the truth. This is how the company works for me, and this is what they do, and these are the perks of being with the company. And I mean, if you want to take it, you can take it, and if not, then don't. But it doesn't hurt to try. And if you're a self-starter, and if you're driven, and you think outside the box, then this is the company for you. If you just want to just be like, if you want to just be a normal driver, this is a good company for you. But if you want to be a self-starter, if you want to create generational wealth, if you want to attain financial freedom, this is the best company for you. So what do you want to do? Do you want to be with a good company, or do you want to be with the best company for you? And that's what I tell people about the ambassador program.
Love it. Thank you. So I've actually just got done running the ambassador commissions for that are going to pay out on Friday. And JoJon, you're killing it. You're doing awesome.
Really? What am I getting Friday? No, I don't know yet.
I'll tell you after. But like, it's it's amazing. I mean, there's multiple ambassadors. Okay, let me say this. The average ambassador is earning over $100 a week extra. Guys, that's like, over $400 a month. That's a car payment, right? Like, that's pretty good. That's exciting. That's powerful. JoJon was able to recently get a new house. That was exciting. First house, right?
This is my first. You know what? This is my first house. You know what's crazy? I filled out the application to the mortgage application, financial application to get loan for the house in October. And they told me, like, it was like October 18th, and they told me I need $20,500 to close. That's closing costs and down payment. And I'm like, what? How am I gonna make that? I know I do good, but 20,500. And I had to have it by December 22nd, and I did it.
Right.
I made over $20,000 from October 18th to December 22nd, and that's with paying my bills. I have a car note. I have 3 phone lines. I have like 8 phones. I have my 4 children, and I have rent, and I have a grandchild. I have hella bills, but I was still able to save money, build my credit, make a down payment, or save money for a down payment, and pay my bills because I'm an ambassador. And the people who come to me, to my squad, the money squad, they believe in me and they believe in my word because they followed me for my whole trucking career. So if I say something is good, they pretty much, they know it's good, because I'm not going to put my name behind something that's not good. And before I came to Variant, I was with US Express, and I was a local. So for me to go from driving and being at home every night with my children to going back over the road, it had to be good to pull me away from my children. And so I made $20,500 in a couple of months, and it didn't come out to that much. It was way less than that. So then I had extra money to do extra stuff with, and I bought my first home, and we closed on January 18th or 19th, something like that, or February, January.
That's awesome. That is amazing. Congratulations. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time to share with everybody on here. It's powerful. It's as a truck driver, there hasn't been an opportunity like this before. And so it's so fun to see people like JoJon that are taking advantage of the opportunity. She takes it serious. Not everyone takes it as serious as her, but it's paying her seriously, right? And it didn't cost her anything, right? That's what's so exciting about this is there's no risk.
The
There's no
ambassador
risk.
program, the ambassador program is, I tell people it's kind of like Variant giving us free money, right? Like I talk to drivers and they're like, no, I don't want to be an ambassador. I'm gonna just drive. But what if you're driving this truck and everybody's hearing the hype about Variant, and somebody comes to you and say, hey, what is Variant about? And they're like, I think I'm gonna apply. And you're not an ambassador. You're gonna miss out on that money. I encourage you just to apply to be an ambassador and take advantage of the free money. It's effortless. They give us business cards, pamphlets. Look, I have my pamphlets in my door. And when I get out, if I see somebody, I can just pull it right out of my door and give it to people. We get free marketing materials. We get business calls. We have other drivers to help us out. And we have these type of Zoom calls so we can all just get motivated, and we all help each other. It's so easy to be an ambassador. Why not take advantage of the free money and be your own boss? And yes, I take it serious, because if I'm making money, I'm gonna do the best I can to make as much money as I can to take care of my family and to help other people. I don't just spend it all on me. I help other people. I spend money on food and clothes, and I try to help as many people as I can. So it's not all about me, but if Varian is giving us free money, why not take advantage of it and use that to fund something that you're passionate about? Maybe you want to buy a truck. Maybe you want to buy a house. Maybe you want to open a business. I started an LLC since I've been at Variant. I have a motor carrier now. I have my DOT number since I've been at Variant. Why not use this opportunity to take this free money to do something that can change you and everybody else's life around you?
Love it. Love it. And, you do the math. You think about it like, okay, let's say you were to get in and buy like a rental property. Okay, that's going to cost you. I mean, you hope to make a couple $100 a month off of a rental property. You've achieved that
10% bitch plug me up
without having to put down a down payment on a rental property and worry about the people you have in the property. Are they going to take care of it? You don't have to deal with the repairs. You don't have to deal with, are they going to pay their rent? Things like that. Like this is big.
Yep, it's big. And I wish everybody knew about it. I just encourage people, don't have an anti-variant mindset. I call it the anti-variant mindset because if you're used to how other trucking companies do things, that's the anti-variant mindset. You're used to other trucking companies. For example, I was listening to a guy here at the terminal. He works for one of the other trucking companies that US Express owns. And he was like, I can't believe they deadheaded me 300 and something miles to go do my BPM or to go pick up a load. That's what variant does. If we have to deadhead you somewhere to go pick up a load, then we're gonna deadhead you. But other trucking companies, they would never do that. It's don't think like how other trucking companies do things. Come to variant with an open mind and be ready to make money and be ready to run your own ship. You don't want to you don't have to worry about somebody holding your hand or telling you how to do things. You literally make the decisions and do what you need to make the money that you have to make and take care of your family. So don't have an anti-variant mindset.
Love it. Awesome. Thank you so much, JoJon. Keep up the amazing work. I cannot wait to see you in Cancun.
Yes.
And we're going to have a fun time.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So, again, thanks, JoJon, so much. Let me dive in just a little further and do the math for you. I know it's, I've told you it's 2 cents a mile for your personal recruits, half a cent a mile for their recruits. But what does that really add up to be? What does that really look like? I won't go through every single one of these, but, if you have 10 people that you personally recruit, that's an extra $500 a week. A week, not a month, a week. Okay. If you have 20 people on level 2, so you have 10 that go get 2, right? That's $250 just for your second level. Combined, that's $750 a week, right? That's an extra $39,000 for the year. And this just keeps going, gets bigger and bigger. If those people get 2, you're up to $65,000 extra per year. And like I said, the sky's the limit. We can't overpay you. That's the beauty of this whole thing. We cannot overpay you because you're allowed to build a squad as big as you possibly can. So I have goals in my mind of for milestones for ambassadors to achieve, and they're big. They're very big. I want to have the highest paid drivers be variant ambassadors in the world. That's my goal, and this structure allows for that. What would this do for you and your family, right? Because it's a big deal. Maybe whether it's kids in college or maybe it's just helping them get started early in life. Maybe if you want to gift your kids something big for their wedding, this program will hopefully, when you take advantage of it, it allows you to do that. So it's powerful, it's big, and I'm sure this is wild, right? Just having this conversation, it's something that's never been done in trucking, right? So I get that this sounds too good to be true, but it's just math, right? And if you do this work and build a squad this size, it's going to pay you those numbers, right? And so ultimately it's about, like I said, helping people, help people find a good home in variant, help people build their own squad, and the sky's the limit. And you never know how far this could take you. I like to say that when you're out there talking to people, the quality of the conversation either ignites the fire or puts it out. It either gets them excited or it doesn't. And we've created, as JoJon mentioned, tools to help you succeed in this. We have brochures, we have, but the most powerful one is your variant story, your testimonial, your experience, and sharing that with other people. But we give you a website. We give you something called I Decide. Excuse me. We give you I Decide is a tool to help you demonstrate what people can achieve here at Variant, and it's a powerful tool. It's like a video, but it's interactive, and they can learn about exactly what it is they want to learn about, and they can see that and interact with it. So we also do cool promotions. Like I mentioned, we're taking JoJon, and we have 20 people that qualified for a free trip to Cancun. We're excited to do future promotions around the same thing. It might not be Cancun, it might be somewhere else, but we're going to Cancun for 5 days, an all-inclusive resort. We're going to go on an excursion. It's going to be amazing, and you're invited to participate in that promotion in the next one we do, which it won't be that far away, but super excited to spend time with our drivers down there for the week in Cancun. They're being paid for this, right? They're not paying for the resort. They're getting paid for while they're there. No company's ever done this. This is just proof that
we're getting PTO
we are
to go on
re-engineering trucking for good. And I know there's people that were disappointed that didn't quite qualify. 832. I promise there will
Tell
be
me when
more
you're
of
ready.
these.
I'm gonna give you my number. You can call me after this.
Can't wait to spend that time with you.
I'll tell you straight up what it is,
so,
good and bad.
Let me know when you have some pictures of the resort that we're going to down in Cancun. We have
that's
all
gonna
the
be my room right
suites
there.
In the resort. We have swim up suites that people qualified for. Some great entertainment as well. So super cool, super exciting. All right. If you are an ambassador, be sure to tune in or join the Variant Ambassador Facebook group so you can stay in the loop. But that's about it. Just remember, whatever your goals are, let us help you get there here at Variant. So with that, appreciate you being here. Work smarter, not harder. Together, let's re-engineer trucking for good. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Get back to the person that invited you on if you have any questions. Also, feel free to hit me up. I'm on social media, Blake Milan. And we just want to help you guys achieve everything you want to achieve. So
I put it on my Facebook
have a great
page.
night.
I didn't think about putting it in here. I didn't think about putting it in the chat right here, but they recorded it, and I recorded it as soon as I could get it on. So if you want to see it, there may be a rerun for it since it was recorded. But if anybody is interested in Variant and coming to the Money Squad, then hit me up. There. If you're interested in coming to Variant and joining the Money Squad, hit me up. My phone number is my business phone, 832-732-0005. I can actually put it in the chat right now. And if you have questions about Variant, let me know. And if you're not sure, let me know. But like I said, like every company has its good and its bad. Let me put this stuff in here for you. / and then it's the link if you want to apply, and my number is, if you have questions. Okay, so like I said, all companies have its good and its bad, but Variant is super duper committed to making sure that drivers are happy and that they're getting, you know, what they deserve as far as being a trucker. Um, the worst thing about the company, like I said earlier, is the communication, right? Because they hired new people, they hired new OPS staff, and the OPS staff, they don't know what is available to them, or what's available to us. They don't know. Um, they don't know what's available to us. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Gotta handle business real quick.
You're on live?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta log in because I'm using my other phone to do the live. Okay. Sign in. Shit, I don't remember my login. No, that's not true. You're not gonna be in a U.S. Express truck before you go into a variant truck. Is it Gmail or Hotmail? Hold on, I think it was. Damn it. At hotmail.com.
Come on.
Huh?
Remember Shaquila?
Yeah,
She's engaged.
that's good.
It's so pretty. Her ring is beautiful.
I'm trying to check in. Hold on, it's loading.
All right. The lady said, hi. Hi. Check in? Yeah. My mom was trying to log in, but she couldn't remember. What's the last name? Harris. JoJo? Uh-huh. Give me a few minutes. Okay.
Alrighty. All right. Let's go back to your comment. So yeah, when you started Variant, when Variant first started, yeah, some drivers were in red trucks because we didn't have enough gray trucks. We have a lot of gray trucks now. So all of my drivers, all of my people from my squad, they've gotten in gray trucks. The only time they gotten in a red truck was when like a truck broke down and they needed to, get reseated, and they absolutely had no trucks available. But um and then coronavirus, there was like uh backhaul on trucks or whatever. But other than that, I'm about to reseat. I'm about to move out of this truck tonight. I'm about to pack up tonight, and in the morning put everything in the car, and I'm going to drive to Jacksonville, Florida, and get into another truck, and it's a gray one. And all of my people who I recruited went into gray trucks. So no, like I said, the worst thing about this company would be the communication, because they hired new people, they hired new OPS staff, so they don't necessarily know what they can and can't do. They're just used to how trucking companies work. They're not used to how Variant works. But once they learn, then they're like, oh, okay. And then the next worst thing about this company, and that's with a lot of other companies too, is the trailer situation. Sometimes it's hard to find a trailer. Um, it's hard sometimes. But if you come to me with, and probably some, depending on who you ask, it's bad because it's an OTR company. They don't have dedicated or teams or whatever the case may be. But whatever you can say about something that you don't want in a trucking company, then I can tell you something that Variant can do to mitigate that. Um, the hiring process, you do the what is it called? 10th Street app. Usually everything is on there. And then after the 10th Street app, a recruiter will call you. I'll get your information. I'll get your name, phone number, email, and the date that you applied. There's no reason to not come. No, there's no reason to not come. If you don't want to drive OTR, then that's probably a reason. If you want teams, that's probably a reason. That's a good question. If you want to run dedicated, probably not a good you don't want to come. But the hiring process is a recruiter will call you. I get your name, phone number, email address, and the date you applied, and the status of your application, whether you applied, you registered, you're in orientation, or you got rejected. And then a recruiter that I work with, who's a dedicated recruiter for Variant, they don't have a reason to lie to you guys because we are the ambassadors. They'll call and process your application. Then they'll set you up for orientation. You go to orientation, and they will do your drug test, physical, road test, and verify all of your information and stuff like that. I think the only thing that they do before is, make sure you don't have any like speeding tickets and stuff like that, and accidents and things like that, or felonies that you can't get hired under or something like that. But everything else is ran through is ran at the, I believe. I didn't go through orientation because when I started at Variant, I was already working for US Express. So I went through US Express's orientation and went to US Express driving, and then I went over to Variant afterwards. So we run all 48 states. Most of our loads are east of I-35. What would get you rejected? The normal stuff like any other company. I don't know the exact specifics, but if you had a felony in less than 7 years, or if the felony had to do with like, I don't know. I don't even want to lie to you guys. I don't.
I'm dying, bitch.
I'm dying, bitch. Maybe some DUIs. I don't know. You can't job hop. You can't have been at so many different jobs in a certain amount of time. You haven't finished the SAP program. If you are on the SAP program, you have to finish it before you come here. Not having at least 6 months experience. Shit, that's all I can remember right now, because I don't deal with that. I just tell everybody, go ahead and apply and see what happens, right? It won't hurt to apply, and they'll tell me what's going on with the application, and then I can tell you. Like I always probe and ask, like, what's going on with this driver? They applied, and why was their application rejected? What do you see? What happened? So I can get the answers to what that they need. But yeah, I mean, what makes it very different than other trucking companies, we don't have dispatchers, we don't have planners. We have automated planner, so it's all through the computer. Just want to make sure everything is verified and checked out good before going. If you got scheduled for orientation, you're pretty much good. If you can't pass a drug test, then that's probably the only thing that they do there. Drug test, physical, and they double check your references and your road test. But if you got scheduled for orientation, you're pretty much good. But so the way how Variant's different, like I said, everything is automated. Then went to Snyder, then went to another company, all within my first year. I'm now into my second year. Okay. You should be good, I think. So we don't have planners or dispatchers. Everything's automated through the computer. We do have humans that, can intervene if need be. That's the difference between other trucking companies. We get paid for every mile that we drive. Regarding work, that's different than other trucking companies. Um, we don't have fleet managers. That's different than other trucking companies. Uh, I'm just trying to think of like the regular stuff. Um, if we pay for parking, right? Exactly, exactly. Variant pays for parking. It's exciting, but you can have fun. Like like I said, the biggest problem that I experience is communication. That's the biggest problem that I've experienced. And when I say communication, I have my truck broke down, so I had to call OPS and get reseated. So they had to contact the equipment coordinator. The equipment coordinator contacted OPS and told them and asked them some questions. Nobody called me back to ask me those questions. So I was sitting here waiting for people to tell me what's going to happen. Then I contacted Donald Ramsey, who's the vice president, and everything got done within an hour. Um, I was like, why the equipment coordinator just can't call me and ask me the questions? Why I got to be going through email and stuff? They're going to call and make sure you verify that you work there. But your recruiter would keep up with all of that. Like, if they can't get in contact with somebody, they would have already told you by now, I think. Um, what else is different? Like I said, we pay for parking. You get reimbursed for everything. Your first day, your first week on the truck, you know, they'll give you money to make sure you have food and whatever you need on the truck. Um, they'll fill your refrigerator up. Our equipment is a little bit different than a lot of other companies. We have new 21 and 22 trucks. They pay for parking, yes. So we have inverters, APUs, and bunk heaters and refrigerators in all of our trucks, and TV mounts. Uh, Lorraine, I haven't heard of Lorraine. For a month, okay. These are the pamphlets that they give us about the company. Um, we've gotten 4 raises in the year 2021. We have incentives that they give us. Like for a few months, they gave us an additional 4 cents per mile for all miles driven that week once we hit 2,400 miles. And then they gave us an additional 2 cents per mile for all miles driven that week. What's up, Jerry? You missed it, Miss Jerry. You missed it. You got to go back and look at the video again. Um, they gave us an additional 2 cents per mile for every mile that our recruits drove. And you get like compensated for stuff if, you know, there's extenuating circumstances that's not normal that cause you to waste time. They'll bonus you, and that's unheard of. They'll deadhead you. She called from US Express number after I filled out the track. Yeah, because US Express owns Variant, so it will be a US Express number. If you could, you can't really see behind me, but it's a US Express truck right next to me. Okay, Miss Jerry. What else? They'll deadhead you wherever they need to deadhead you to go get a trailer or to go pick up a load. You don't have to sit and wait for loads. That's the difference between other trucking companies. But then there's the ambassador program, what he was explaining. And the ambassador program basically allows you to be an owner-operator in a way without, yes, the money team. It allows you to be like an owner-operator without, you know, the responsibility of being an owner-operator. When you recruit a driver at another company, you just get that referral bonus. When you recruit a driver at Variant, you get the referral bonus, and then they become a part of your squad, and then you build a squad of drivers, and then you get money off all the miles that they make. No money comes out of their pocket. Variant pays us for every mile that they drive. So if you're smart, you're like, okay, I know I want to make this kind of money every week. So I need this many drivers to make that much money. 2 cents per mile. Let's do the math. You get 2 cents per mile for every mile that they drive, right? So if that's $50 a week per driver if they made 2,500 miles. You get your first load on your last day of orientation after getting in your truck. Yeah, as soon as you have an empty trailer, you because everything's automated, right? So you're in the system. You leave orientation. You set your PTA. You get a trailer. You put in the trailer number that you have, and the optimizer will automatically dispatch you on a route. So you have one driver. They drive 2,500 miles. You get 2 cents per mile for that. You did? I contact my ambassadors all the time. That's $50 a week. So if I wanted to make $500 a week, I need 10 drivers, right? Extra. If I wanted to make an extra $500 a week, I need 10 drivers. But I'll probably up that. I'll say $50 a week times 15 drivers. That'll give me $750 because not everybody's going to hit 2,500 miles. Some people are going to be on home time and things happen. So, but if I have 15 drivers, that's $750 extra per week with just 2 cents per mile. Just them driving. That's not including me. So that's $750. And then you have $2,000 times 15 drivers. That's $30,000. So you add that to the $750. You made $30,750 that month, or the first month, the first week that your recruits came. Is there any way I can make you my ambassador? No. If you can't make me your ambassador, that would be stepping on people's toes. Can't do that. I can always help you though. If you have any questions, you can always contact me. I put my number in the chat, so you can call if you need anything. But I mean, you get the $2,000 bonus for every driver you bring in. That's a one-time bonus, and you get 2 cents per mile for every mile they drive for the entirety that you and them are here at the company. And then they have little incentives with that too, right? Like one year, a couple of months ago, we were getting 4 cents per mile for every mile that they drove. So imagine having 10 drivers drive 2,500 miles at 4 cents per mile. That's $1,000 extra on top of my miles. I'm making $1,500 if I drive 2,500 miles. And then add an additional 4 cents on top of that, because they gave us an additional 4 cents per mile for all miles driven. And then 4 cents per mile for those drivers, my drivers, and I have 10 of them, or 12, or 15, or whatever the case may be. Imagine what my checks was looking like. Then there's even more promotions. Like I said, we got an all-inclusive paid vacation. They're sending us to Cancun for 5 days, 4 nights, all-inclusive, airfare, food, alcohol, all paid. And we're getting paid to be there. Like they're giving us PTO. So I go home on home time, I'm making at least $500. Oh, that's good, Big Rig. Dang, he's zooming through here. Look, slow down. So this is a great company to be at. Every company has its, problems, but that's the growing pains when you're a new company and you're getting started. So yeah, I'm gonna go because I have to use the bathroom and I'm hungry and I gotta go find some food. I was supposed to take a nap. I was supposed to be asleep. Because I gotta get up early and pack and stuff. But if you have any questions, my number is in this chat, and If you want to apply, the link is in the chat too. If you click the link, you'll get more information about variants, and you'll also there's a link there to email me if you needed to email me. And I hope this was knowledgeable for you, and I hope to see y'all here at Variant and hopefully on the Money Squad. So I'll talk to y'all later, and y'all have a good night. Bye.